Before you go any further, answer this one question in the comment section. Would you date a single mother? Yes or no? Or if you're not comfortable answering that, would you recommend that someone date a single mother? Yes or no? There are hundreds, probably even thousands of videos on YouTube about staying away from single mothers. This is not one of them. This video is specifically about if you have your heart set on dating a single mother, regardless of whether that's a good idea or not. If you're going to do it, make sure these 5 things are in place. And there's a 6th one at the very end as a bonus, and you don't want to miss that, trust me. So let's get going. Number 1, make sure that she is not a party girl. There is nothing wrong with having a good time, but we are looking at someone that has children in tow. And I wouldn't be worth my salt as a professional in this area if I didn't warn you that being an adult and having this being your priority to go out with the boys, to go out with the girls, nights out drinking, using substances, horrible idea, especially if there are kids in tow. So the number 1 thing you got to make sure about is if you're going to date a single mom, make sure that she is not a party girl, because you need to question priorities at that point. After all, if you guys hitch your wagons together, guess who's going to be watching the kids? You. Number 2, make sure she does not obsess about blaming her ex for everything. Because if you are in a relationship with this person and they're obsessing about blaming everything in their life on their ex, you have to ask yourself this question. If it doesn't work out between the two of us, and statistically that's a very good probability, guess who's going to be getting blamed this time? Additionally, if everything in the world is the problem of the ex, this tells you something about the character of this person. They likely do not ever take responsibility for their own issues. In a healthy relationship, you need to grow and you need to accept responsibility. And someone that's blaming someone else for everything in their life that's not working out is not a responsible, mature adult. Number 3, please make sure that this person is emotionally stable. The last thing that you need is someone who cannot control their emotions. Number 1, it's not good for any relationship that you might have with this person. And number 2 is, how does she treat the children that she has? If she can't control her emotions, this is something that's going to pour out to the rest of her life. Cluster B personality type, specifically the dramatic cluster, you got to watch out for these things. Anyone who shows signs of borderline personality disorder or anything like that, you want to make sure that you're doing your homework before you get involved with this person. Because you're going to be looking at a rocky relationship at best, and it's going to be toxic. If this person cannot control their emotions, run, Forrest, run.
Run, Forrest, run!
Number 4, make sure there is a healthy family support system, a healthy relationship with family members, because a healthy family system shows that this person may have had a healthy upbringing of knowing where boundaries need to be set. Ultimately, you need to vet this person, and hitching your wagon to someone who has nothing but horrible things to say about their family, about their ex, about anybody is probably not the best or wisest idea for you to jump into. All right, number 5, about the kids. Guys, this is a super important one. This can cut in both directions. Number 1, if you must date a single mother, she needs to be a good mom. The kids need to be a priority in her life. But it's a double-edged sword because some people take it way too far. If someone's profile talks about, my kids are my world, my kids are my everything, fantastic for the kids, horrible for you. What is it that you want? Are you looking for someone to date because she's a good mom? Or are you looking for someone to date and possibly marry because they're compatible with you, the relationship is healthy between the two of you, and the kids are simply a part of that relationship? Again, this one cuts in both directions, so you got to be very, very careful with this one. And I saved what I think might be the most important one for last, because the other 5 you can fake for a while and it might take you a little bit to figure it out. But this one you can usually see right away. Watch the woman's language, specifically around her children. If this is a woman who usually and freely uses 4-letter words in her vocabulary, run in the other direction. Number 1, she shows a lack of maturity. And number 2, she shows a lack of intelligence. Yes, I said it. If all you can speak are 4-letter words, there's something wrong with what's going on between your ears. And this is for men or women. If your language is filthy, it's bad enough. But if your language is filthy around children, that shows a serious and terrible lack of judgment. And not only that, it shows that the role model that they are providing is beyond flawed, because it means that you're showing them that growing up means that you lose your temper, you say filthy, rotten words, and you don't look for ways that are more educated to express yourself. All this is about is that if you find yourself in the position that you feel you must date a single mom or possibly marry one, these things are the basics, the minimum that you need to make sure are in place. Be very careful in this minefield of life. All right, if you guys are still here, do me a favor, click on one of these other videos, and I'll be back very soon in the next one. See you then.